This is problem 1.24 from Francois Tardieu's Backgammon Strategic Concepts book, chapter 1. Here's the position. We are blue. Our home board's on the bottom right. We rolled a 2-1. Look at three possible moves for the 2-1. I'll give you my quick observations, Tardieu's expert analysis with feedback from XG, some of Tardieu's key points, his summary, and at the end of the video, we'll go over a position modification, which I have a couple questions about. First possible move would be to make an advanced anchor by moving 24 to 21 like this. It establishes an advanced anchor on our 21 point, covers both blots on the 24 and 21, cleans them both up. This is an opportunity to make our golden point, the 5. This is an opportunity to hit our opponent on the 10. And it misses an opportunity when we're making the golden point, the 5 point, we could also unstack by taking 1 off the 6 to make that point. Second possible move is to make the golden point, moving 7-5, 6-5 like this. It does make our valuable golden point considered the best point of the board, in the early games especially. Unstacks our 6 point, which is very important. This is an opportunity to hit our opponent on the 10, and it also passes up the opportunity to make the advanced anchor on the 21. Third possibility is to hit our opponent on the 10, like this. Sends white to the bar, destabilizing him and taking away half of his roll, which slows down his offensive threat of here, the prime coming in. We miss an opportunity to make our golden point. We miss an opportunity to make an advanced anchor. And we risk starting a hitting contest with white, who has the stronger board. He's got 2 points covered in his home board. We have 1. So a hitting contest usually favors the person who has a stronger home board. Here are the 3 final positions. Look at the features of each position, the pip count, the strength of each player's board, and the threats facing each player, and decide which move you'd make. Here's a before and after of making the advanced anchor. Here's before and after of making the golden point. Here's before and after of hitting the opponent on the 10. Let's look at what Tardieu and XG have to say about each of the moves. For the hitting play, we are gaining ground in the race, and we are equalizing the number of checkers each player has back. We have 2 back, now he'll have 2 back. More importantly, however, it triggers a hitting contest in which white has a stronger inner board. White has return shots and will take advantage of their stronger inner board to hit loose. That's why this is the 3rd best of the top 3 moves. Second best move is to make the advanced anchor. It's a solid play. Once anchored, we can focus on our attack. We will, however, run into some difficulties caused by our poor distribution. In particular, the 5 checkers on our 6 spot and our stripped 8 point give us poor distribution. Strip points, we don't like strip points or stacked points. We'd rather have them like this on the midpoint 3. top play, according to Tardieu and XG, is to make our golden point, the 5 point. By making the 5 point, we unstack our 6 point, which is real critical, and make the most of our spare on the 7. We want to use this spare on the 7 to make these points, especially the 5 or 4 or 3. 5 is the top point we like to make, and we're doing that by unstacking the 6 and using our spare on the 7. Our inner board is now as strong as white's. We'll have 2 spots covered, 5 and 6, same as white, and we'll have a 4 prime from the 5 to the 8. This prime will indirectly protect us from an early blitz by white making any return shot that white hits us with more painful. If white decides to hit us loose, he'll have to deal with the stronger board. We'll have 2 with 4 prime compared to his 2. We'll have Tardieu's key points. All 3 of these plays improve our position. They're all good, but they achieve very different objectives. Hitting on the 10 gains ground in the race and equalizes the number of checkers that are back. More importantly, however, it triggers a hitting contest in which white has a stronger inner board. White has a number of return shots and will take advantage of their support of their stronger inner board to hit loose on the 4 point. As white already has made the 5 point, securing the 4 point becomes top priority for them, so they're going to definitely be aiming for that blot that we have on the 4 point. 24-21, making the advanced anchor, is a solid play. Once we have that anchor, we can focus on our attack. However, we're going to run into some difficulties caused by our poor distribution, our stacked points, and our strip points. By making the 5 point, the golden point, we unstack our 6 point, which is good. Make the most of our spare on the 7 point. Another good point, another good factor. Your inner board is now as strong as white's. Tardieu's summary: creating an inner board or robust prime will also help protect us against a blitz from our opponent. If I modify the position, give white a stronger prime. I took 2 off the white's 13. I moved him to white's 7. So now white has a 4 prime. By doing that, making an advanced anchor becomes our number 1 priority. We can't afford to keep our back checkers split and vulnerable. I think the reason for that is that white has a good chance of hitting us and making a 5 prime. If he hits us and covers that, he can make a 5 prime on his next row, which would be devastating to our game. Let me know if you agree with what I'm saying here or not, or if I'm missing something. All questions or comments are welcome. Check out Alex Eshaghian's excellent review of Tardieu's book on YouTube, as well as check out Sunny Florida Backgammon Club's informative 5 video series on Francois Tardieu's book.